What's up, guys? It's me, Technology Dude 117, and today I'm coming at you guys with my first impressions for Borderlands 2 on the PlayStation Vita. Now, quick disclaimer before we start the video, the gameplay quality might not be that good because what I had to do was literally record the PlayStation Vita's screen with my camera, so it might not be the best of quality, so please forgive me for that in advance. Now, what I was originally going to do was actually record some PlayStation 3 gameplay and do the impressions over that, but I decided I would give you guys the real deal here and actually film the PlayStation Vita version. And being that I don't have a capture card for the Vita, this was the only way I'd be able to do it, so I decided to go ahead and film it just to give you guys a sense of how the game runs, what it actually looks like, so on and so forth on the Vita. So without further ado, let's actually get started here with the impressions. Now, I'm sure coming into this video, everybody has the same question in mind, and that is, how does the game run on the PlayStation Vita compared to its console counterparts? Now, I've played the game on the PlayStation 3, but I haven't played it on the 360, so I can't really talk about that particular version of the game. But, you know, having played it on PlayStation 3 and having really enjoyed it on the PS3 and having invested my time into the PlayStation 3's version of the game, you know, I didn't really have too many problems. It ran pretty smoothly. You know, there was a couple hiccups here and there, but overall, I really couldn't complain. Now, I'm level 9 on the PlayStation Vita version, just turned level 9, and I've been grinding away here at the game for a couple of hours, and so far, I'm actually really impressed by how well the game runs on the Vita. Yes, there are some problems. Yes, there's frame rate dips. Yes, there's some lag here and there. But overall, it actually runs pretty well. For the size that Borderlands 2 is, it is very impressive that they were able to port this game over to a portable platform. And chances are, if you are playing this game, you know, you're not playing it, you know, for graphics or something like that. You're playing it for the gameplay, and you're playing it for the fact that you can actually take Borderlands 2 on the go now. So overall, I'm very impressed with how the game runs. Yes, there is some issues, but they're not game-breaking by any means. They're not going to take you out of the portable experience of Borderlands 2. And overall, you know, I think the game runs pretty smoothly. So that leads me into graphics. You know, how does the game look? By watching the gameplay, you guys can see that the game actually looks pretty decent on the PlayStation Vita. Now, before making this video, I actually did not know that the Vita version runs at 30 frames per second. I didn't know that. I had absolutely no clue, but I saw a couple videos on YouTube and I read a couple articles about the game, and it does run at 30 frames per second. Now, sometimes over the couple hours that I've played here, I've been absolutely stunned with how great it looks. Now, I have the original PlayStation Vita. Got the Vita the day it came out. It's the one with the OLED screen, so at times I'm just like, wow, this game looks great on the Vita. You know, it looks great. And then other times I've just been like, you know, this doesn't look that good. You can definitely tell this is a port, that this is a portable version of a console game, what was primarily designed to be a console game. So at times it's just like, it looks good, doesn't look good. So graphics wise, it's sort of 50-50. Not going to really complain. I mean, like I said, if you are playing this, you're just playing it to play Borderlands on the go, and you're playing it for that fun gameplay experience that Borderlands gives you. So, you know, basically content-wise, the game is one for one with its console counterparts. It's got everything, but it does come with 6 DLC packs that you would have to pay for separately on the console version, or you could just pick up the Season Pass or the Game of the Year version. But it does come with those 6 DLC packs. Can't remember what they are right now, but there is a tremendous amount of content you know, into this game, put into this game on the Vita, and they definitely give you hours of gameplay, and it's definitely worth your money. So if you are a Borderlands 2 fan, I definitely think you know, this is worth picking up if you do have a PlayStation Vita. Now, if you're like me, you haven't played your Vita in months. I haven't touched my Vita in the longest. There's barely any games coming out on it. You know, and there just isn't really much to do on it. So if you are looking for something to do, Borderlands 2 is probably a great game to pick up. You know, I'm not like playing it all the time during the day. It's just like a game I play at night before I go to sleep. I always, well, sometimes I play my Vita at night before I go to sleep. Like last year when I got the Jack collection, I would play it on my Vita before I went to sleep. So I think Borderlands 2 is definitely a good game to play in bits on the Vita. Now, like I said, it's basically the exact same as its console counterparts. You know, the gameplay is exactly the same, and basically control-wise, How the game controls on Vita, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering as well, is you know, how does it work? You know, Vita doesn't have as many buttons as a PlayStation 3 controller. Well, basically the triangle, square, X, and circle buttons all do the same things that they do on the PlayStation 3 version, and basically all the other buttons do as well. Now on the PlayStation Vita there isn't an L3 or R3, so you can't be clicking the analog sticks. So how do you run? How do you melee? Well, basically how you run is you press the, I believe it's the left side of the touchpad. It's either the left or right side of the touchpad. You use the touchpad to melee and to run. And I'm sure as you guys have been watching this video, there's been times where I've just been randomly meleeing. I haven't been randomly meleeing, it's just the touchpad going off. Basically because I have my hands on the back of the Vita and it's that sensitive that at times it'll just go off like that. But overall I think they've done a good job of mapping the control scheme to the Vita. It does take a little bit of getting used to. I'm like, you know, hours into the game already, and I'm still kind of getting used to how it runs and you know, how control wise the game works. But I don't really have any complaints with the controls other than that the touchpad controls are a little wonky. You also do utilize the touchscreen every now and then to do some of the in-game functions, but overall controller wise it's fine. Gameplay wise it's one for one with the console. So that's my impressions basically for Borderlands 2 on the PlayStation Vita. I think it's a good game. You know, it's been getting a lot of mixed reviews. Some people have been saying it's not good, not worth picking up because of how it runs, how it plays, so on and so forth. But I think it's worth a pickup, especially if you're a Borderlands 2 fan and you've been looking to play the game on the go. Here you go. Go for it. You know, if you have a PlayStation Vita, you have nothing to play, you're looking for something to play, maybe you haven't played Borderlands 2 before, or you have played Borderlands 2 before, it's definitely worth checking out on the Vita. So like I said, I think it's a pretty decent on-the-go experience, and I think they've done a great job with porting it to the Vita. So there you guys go, that's my impressions for the PlayStation Vita version of Borderlands 2. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do not forget to comment, rate, favorite, and subscribe. Share the video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. And once again guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy everybody. I'll see you.